Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm using these green, blue, and purple mermaid dice that were sent to me by a viewer. Thanks. Alright, 2 slices of hollow bread, a light toast on the outside, still squishy on the inside. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 12, butter the bread and re-roll.
Nice.
This one's for all you across the pond who daily yell at me to use butter. Here you go. Here's butter on both slices of bread. Alright, let's re-roll and see what our main is. 5, salami. Alright, not bad. It's been a minute since we've had salami. Salami and cheese sandwiches were probably my favorite brown bag lunch as a kid. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 6, brunost. Well, we're almost all the way through our block of brunost. I think the sweetness of this cheese will actually be a nice counterpoint to the salty cured salami. I don't want to get my hopes up because things rarely work out the way I plan on this show, but so far so good. Alright, let's roll for roughage. 1 lettuce and 3 artichoke hearts. The lettuce I have today is romaine, and even though its contribution is subtle, I'm a fan of lettuce on sandwiches. It adds a nice texture, if nothing else. Alright, and artichoke hearts. This is the first time we've rolled these on the show. This is just the very center portion of the artichoke. They are not exactly pickled, but sort of briny, and they have a slight tang to them.
I love that one.
Alright, next up, it's wild magic.
Go VR Plays thinks it's your one.
7, rose petals. Yeah, so rose petals are edible. You can
What?
use these in tea or as a topping for desserts or salads. They have an obviously floral taste and are a little sweet. I have never had them on a
This dude's
sandwich,
eating fucking
but
petals.
there's a first time for everything. Last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. 5, Kewpie mayo. Alright, definitely don't mind Kewpie mayo again. I think it'll be a great sauce to kind of unify the other flavors. Let's go ahead and get our toothpicks in here to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half.
Actually normal? It's not normal to eat rose
Now let's
petals.
take a look at that cross-section. That's a nice looking sandwich. Well, always a surprise here on Roll for Sandwich, not always a joy. Let's see how this one tastes. Okay. Yeah, I think this works pretty well. The rose petals and the brunost go well together, and the salami and the artichoke hearts are both kind of tangy. I think it's got a nice balance between the two, with the mayo really holding it together in the middle. Just a great balance of textures and flavors. I'm gonna give it a 10, and I'm gonna call it simply the Bell, for the rose petals, but also for Tom Nook. Have a great weekend.
No shot, dude. There's no way that's a 10. Chat, you guys would eat rose petals? Guys. Come on. Really?
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. First up, let's roll for bread. 6, cornbread. I got these things that are basically cornbread muffins made in the shape that you can fit them in your toaster. So I got them nice and heated up, and we'll see how this goes. Next up, let's roll for Maine. 10, vegan chicken patty. These imitation chicken patties aren't too bad. I'm definitely satisfied that it's a round patty on a round bread today. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 2, Edelost. This is a Swedish blue cheese spread with apple and cinnamon. A few people sent me several varieties of this type of cheese to try, and this seemed like the safest flavor to start with. I'm already a fan of blue cheese, so we'll see how this goes. Next up, let's roll for roughage. 3 artichoke hearts and 4 pickled radish. Well, I'm happy to be using more of these artichoke hearts that I opened the other day, and I welcome their slight tanginess as a means of balancing out the sweet cornbread. These pickled daikon radishes are commonly seen in Japanese and Korean cuisine and are often eaten as a post-meal digestive aid. These in particular have a flavor that is oh so slightly sweet, as well as a slight bite from the rice vinegar. I think that they'll probably be an interesting combination with the cornbread, and I think the artichoke won't be a bad pairing since they both have just a little bit of tanginess. Alright, it's time for our wild magic roll. 18, salt and pepper. I forgot to film the salt and pepper, so here is a little song about it. Last but not least, it's our D20 sauce roll. 16, cashew butter masala. Hey, we ended up with our plant-based sauce at the same time as our vegan chicken patty. This sauce is a mixture of tomato and coconut and sweet paprika. It's got a lot of flavor, and I love Indian food, so...
That looks kind of good, the sauce. The sauce looks good. I don't know what the rest. The rest is a little bit suspicious. Okay, let's keep this going.
It'll be interesting to see how it meshes with everything else. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich put together here. And we're going to get in our skull toothpicks. Hold this thing together. And let's get it cut in half. Let's take a look at that cross section. All right.
That's
All
something.
right, well, we're starting out October with something a little different. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. The masala takes over a little bit. It's a little bit mushy. The cornbread is tasty, but I might have preferred a heartier bread with all of these
It's a little
soft
mushy,
ingredients. Nothing super fantastic, nothing to write home about. It's not bad, but I wouldn't go out of my way to make it again. Maybe a different main would have really brought this one together, I don't know. But as it is, I'm going to give it a 4.9, and I'm going to call it the Bedsheet Ghost, which is a passable Halloween costume, but not an extraordinary one. Have a great day. I'll see you Wednesday. Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm using these marbled brown and blue dice that were sent to me by a viewer. Thanks. First up, let's roll for bread. 6, cornbread. Got the same toaster cornbread thingies as last episode.
Those things look good. I actually kind of want those.
Done, but that's okay. All right, let's roll for our main.
Actually looks good.
11, roll twice. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. 4 leftovers and 9 peanut butter. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the peanut butter on first so that we can put it directly on the cornbread.
Leftovers and peanut
This bread
butter?
is nice and sweet, so I think pairing it with peanut butter will be pretty nice. All right, and the leftovers that I have today are Paw Patrol mac and cheese. This is going to be a structural nightmare, but it should taste fine, although I don't know what we're going to add to it. We'll see. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 3, Colby Jack. All right, not bad. The Colby Jack's going to have a similar flavor to the cheese that's already in mac and cheese, so we're just staying the course. All right, let's roll for roughage. Double 5s, extra cucumber. Well, so far everything we have other than the cucumber is pretty soft, so I welcome this to bring a little bit of crunch to this sandwich. And there are definitely things that would have clashed more than cucumber that we could have rolled, so I'll take it. All right, next up is Wild Magic. 2, extra sauce. All right then, double D20 sauce roll. Here we go. Doubles again, double 3s, extra black truffle mustard. You know, there are definitely worse things we could have rolled. The little bit of vinegar and acid that this is going to bring in, I think, is going to balance out the sweetness of the cornbread and some of the peanut butter. I think this might actually be a pretty good addition to what we've already got here. Let's go ahead and put our toothpicks in to hold it together. And our second one. And let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. All right. I really love how this series makes combinations I never would have thought to put together. Let's see how this one tastes.
No way that's above like a 4.
Interesting. You know, this really is not as bad as I was expecting. The mustard really is a saving grace, and the cucumber breaks it up nicely. The mac and cheese just being, you know, cheap stovetop mac and cheese isn't doing much, but it's not hurting it either. And the peanut butter is just kind of chilling in there. This one was a surprise. I'm going to give it an 8.7, and I'm going to call it Children of the Cornbread for the cornbread and leftover kitty mac and cheese. That's Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm using these green and blue swirl dice that were sent to me by a viewer. Thanks. All right, first up, let's roll for bread. 1, Pop-Tart. I have frosted blueberry Pop-Tarts, and they kind of fell apart in the toaster. You might think to yourself, hey Jake, why put Pop-Tarts on the list at all? Well, the answer to that is that several people asked for it, and I'm not very bright. Yay. Next up, let's roll for main. 3, bologna. I'm putting bologna on a Pop-Tart right now.
Oh no.
This was not on my 2022 vision.
I like bologna too.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 2, Adelost. Well, I've been told countless times I needed to try this on a gingerbread cookie. How about a Pop-Tart? That's close, right? Yeah. Right? No. All right, let's pour some gasoline on this dumpster fire with roughage. 6 red bell pepper and 7 tomato. Well, red bell pepper is kind of sweet, so maybe that'll go okay with the Pop-Tart and the, I don't know, who am I kidding here? This is a disaster. The tomato will most likely get buried by everything else, so it's on here, but I'm not gonna taste it. At this point, I grew so flustered that I totally forgot to do wild magic. So here's the D20 sauce roll. It was a 6, which is matcha spread. This is basically sweet green tea flavored bean paste, because sweet bean paste is actually common in Japanese desserts. Yeah, why not? Let's add more sweet to this. All right, let's get it closed.
Wait, why do you put on that side too? Oh,
and
no.
Get our skull toothpicks in here to hold it together. I'm gonna need some skull toothpicks in me to hold me together. And here we are cutting it. Have to say, it cut way better than I was expecting. And let's take a look at that. Oh God, it's the most unholy s'more.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Yeah, so, yeah. We know there's no hope for this one, right? Right? All right, well, let's give it a taste, I guess. Oh boy. Man, that fake blueberry flavor is so strong. It's so sweet. The matcha spread's definitely not helping. I mean, at least we got bologna, which isn't very strong of a taste. Yeah, man, this ain't it. This one ain't it. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 1.1. And I'm going to call it the house that passes out raisins. Have a good day, and may all your candy bars be king size.
That was fucking terrible. That was actually one of the worst sandwiches I've ever seen in history. That poor bastard.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using these intricate green dice that were sent to me by a viewer. Thanks. First up, let's roll for bread. 3 cinnamon raisin. After Friday, I'm happy for anything that is actual bread, so I will take it. All right, let's roll for main. 7 ham. Ham on cinnamon raisin is a pretty good start. Got that salty sweet combo that works together pretty well. Next up, roll for cheese. 2 Adelost. This Swedish apple cinnamon blue cheese, I think will be okay with the cinnamon bread we've already got going on. Next up, let's roll for roughage. 4 corn and 9 pumpkin. Well, it's appropriate for this harvest season that we rolled corn. I said it's appropriate that we rolled corn.
Wait. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's corn. Oh, really? I'm sorry for being late. I didn't mean to.
All right, well, we'll cut some of our fresh corn here off the cob and get it on our sandwich.
I didn't understand that at all.
Kind of interested to see how this will be. And next up is our pumpkin puree. I love this stuff in a good pumpkin pie, but I've never
That was Corn the band?
Before.
Oh.
And I'm not the biggest fan of squash, so I'm a little bit worried. Next up, let's roll wild magic. 15 tahini. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for pumpkin spice, not chili and lime. Last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. 1 ketchup. Man, I was really holding out hope till the end here, and I really fell apart in the last inning.
This is probably gonna be the last one, though.
Let's get our sandwich put together here and get our toothpicks in to hold it together. And let's go ahead and get it cut in half. Let's take a look at that cross section. Okay. Well, right up until the pumpkin, I was feeling okay about this. And if we had maybe finished with some sweet things, it would have maybe been okay here, but I don't know. Let's give it a taste. Ugh.
That looks awful.
Yeah, not great. That pumpkin is just a lot of mush and is definitely not complemented by the ketchup. Occasionally I get a bite that's more of that cheese and bread together, which can actually be kind of nice, but overall this one's a miss and a downright textural nightmare. It's definitely not the worst sandwich I've had, I'm gonna have to go with a 2.9, and I'm gonna call it the Monster Mush. Thanks to Jesse Miller for being a part of today's video. I hope you have a good day.
That was gross. That shit was kind of gross. Okay.